Just when you think you know all the answers, Book It changes the questions.
Welcome to Book It, a wrestling podcast where we book and revisit your favorite wrestling storylines. I'm your commissioner, Hi-Fi Mike, and today I have your GMs, Damone, D-Money Allen,
Living the dream.
Late Night Keith the Chief.
I had an intro prepared, but I forgot it.
The bad guy, Kenny, who's not eating fruit this week. And John, who we still don't have a nickname for.
Investigate 311.
All right. Welcome to Book It. There's no primetime Travi T. He's having some computer issues, so he is not joining us this week. Luckily, his vote wouldn't have counted anyways. So let me remind you what we're doing. We are on the third round of our greatest of all time tournament. This week, we're doing Brawler. We've already done all the seeding and choosing the combatants. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go right into the tournament. If you haven't listened to a tournament before, I do recommend going back, at least listening to the last two. You'll get the gist of it. Yeah, what's the point of coming in third round anyways? So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go just pull up our lovely bracket here. If you don't see our bracket because you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, you can see it on YouTube when it's uploaded. You can also join us now on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or, yeah, Tuesdays? Eastern Standard Time. I forgot what day it was. On Twitch, twitch.tv/T13media, which you can find all those links on our website at T13media.com. We're going to go into it. Our first round is going to be Stone Cold versus the Road Warriors. And that's our first round, our seed 1 and our seed 16.
Of the Brawlers.
Let's get him out of here, guys.
Of the
Road
Brawlers.
Warriors.
Yes, it's Stone Cold.
You know what, motherfuckers?
No. I want to say Stone Cold.
It'd be hilarious.
Before John votes.
Everybody... And say everybody says Road Warriors, I would have shit myself.
No, I'm gonna say Stone Cold, but I was gonna say not for the merit of Stone Cold this time around, but just because I'm angry that a tag team got put in the bracket.
Look, man,
I agree with you. That's the only problem I have with this.
booking.
I was not for this. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh my god. But Mike,
I was not for the Road
himself
Warriors.
again.
I was not. If you go back and listen, I was probably pretty confused. The Road Warriors, you both said yes, and I just went with it.
Yeah, I
So-
didn't like that either.
Yeah, see, this is what he does. He doesn't take credit,
I didn't do
responsibility
it.
for
It wasn't me. There was
Second
2
week-
versus 1.
Second week in a row where
Yeah, there's 2 versus 1 in the bracket too.
Exactly. I was about to say that too.
Yeah, second week in a row where Mike's like, "Oh, it wasn't me."
It wasn't me, but all right. I want to point out that I really don't think that in the first round, really anyone going up against Stone Cold and maybe a couple names on here would have made a difference.
If it were UFC CM Punk, I beg to differ.
All right, so our number 8 seed and our number 9 seed, Roman Reigns and JBL.
Ooh,
Okay.
And that's what you call, ladies and gentlemen, a banger.
That's
No,
a banger.
it is not. We have the greatest villain of all time, JBL. He deserves to keep going. JBL deserves to keep going.
That's hard because
As far as brawlers go, I mean,
JBL
yes,
was
JBL has a great personality, but if we're going off of, yeah, it's JBL. I can't even defend Roman.
Come on.
because like Roman's got more intensity and athleticism, but
I
JBL's
like
got
Roman.
the character. And APA
Right.
era Bradshaw was such a badass.
I'm just
Also,
thinking,
I love
Yeah.
me a good clothesline from hell.
Exactly. Come on.
But God, Roman's so athletic though.
I like
guys have-
Roman.
Wait.
So-
This is just brawling. This is just brawling.
But like Roman's moveset's all brawling, and Roman does it in a very
And
athletic and
so is
dynamic way.
JBL.
JBL's not athletic though.
JBL is more-
No,
I mean,
no.
he's-
I didn't say athletic. I said as a brawler.
I feel
Yeah.
like JBL's more classic.
Yeah, he's a classic. Like, I'm just gonna punch the shit out of you.
That's what a brawler
And-
is.
Then-
He is, but Roman's like a very like modern, like athletic take on that, and I think that kind of like Roman's character is nowhere near JBL. Don't get me wrong, but Roman the wrestler, I think there's an argument to be made.
I would probably agree. I
That's
would tend
hard.
to, okay, I would tend to agree. Okay, because it's supposed to be strictly in ring.
If it's in
I
ring,
would argue it's hard. The reason I would probably lean more towards Roman is because I feel like Roman had more good matches than JBL. Because they're like, even during JBL's run, he wasn't having great matches. Like, his best matches were with Eddie, and he had like one or two good ones with Cena, but there were a bunch in the middle that were not good.
The thing with JBL though is that the story was great, but we're not judging stories, so.
Right.
But like
I'm
APA
talking
or
about as a
Bradshaw
wrestler.
though was such great brawling that like he does the hardcore style really well. So I'm gonna need a minute to kind of chew through this a little bit because hardcore JBL versus like athletic modern Roman Reigns is kind of a tough one.
see,
Here's
as an overall wrestler, I will say Roman Reigns is a better wrestler. I definitely agree on that. Now, if we're saying as a brawler, JBL is better.
You know,
That's what I feel like.
I'm convinced. I'm gonna go with JBL just because of the APA era, like hardcore stuff.
I'm gonna agree.
All right.
And go with JBL also. But I'm gonna say I don't feel like Roman would take that clothesline from Hellwell
At all.
at all.
Nope.
At all. That's the only thing that was like, man, I don't want to see Roman take a clothesline because it's gonna look like shit.
He's not much of a seller.
No, I mean
But
he
JBL
can be.
can do
He
it.
can be, but not getting
All
overpowered
he sells
like
is
that.
merch. Let's be honest.
I would like to see JBL take a spear from Roman.
Yeah,
Oh, he would eat it. He would eat it too. He'd just be like, oh.
right.
Oh.
Like, good.
That would have been a classic in
05.
2008. Yeah, 05 actually. Yeah, JBL retired earlier than I thought.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a really good match. Like, if you're looking for just brawling, like if you're just looking for two guys who are gonna just get in there and you're not gonna see a bunch of flips or fancy moves. Like, it's just gonna be bombs.
That needs to be a no DQ match though. We gotta get the weapon
Yeah,
spots.
Yeah.
Or a cage match.
Ooh. Roman
Shield-
Spear for the cage spot.
The Shield versus the Cabinet.
The Shield.
Orlando
Oh,
Jordan
the
trying to
Shield
hang
is
with Seth
destroying
Rollins.
the cabinet. The Shield is destroying the cabinet.
Yeah.
You really think
That's not
Orlando
even
Jordan
fair.
hanging with Seth Rollins? Come on.
That's not fair at all.
The Shield versus the APA with Spike Dudley.
Okay, that's more of a conversation.
That's better. That's better. But the Shield's still winning, but it's still better.
It's better. It's more entertaining at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cabinet one. Woof. The Basham brothers, they would get tore up.
But Finley would fuck some shit up.
Was
Oh
Finley
no,
in the
Finley
cabinet?
would. Oh shit,
Yeah.
no. I'm
No,
thinking
Finley
of
wasn't in the cabinet. It was JBL, Orlando Jordan, the Basham brothers, and then they had Jillian Hall for a little bit.
That's right. I'm
That's
thinking
right.
of the King's Court.
Yeah,
Booker T.
Booker T.
Damn.
Did Seth ever actually have anything in the pouches that he wore on his chest plate?
No.
What was the point?
In case he ever
Actually,
did.
I have a theory.
What is in there?
I have a theory. So there's this guy that I went to high school with, right? And I'm gonna explain why this is relevant. He always wore this like trench coatish thing, not like a stereotypical shooter like black long coat. It was like a green kind of short coat, and it had a shit ton of pockets. And I got to know this kid over time, and I knew that he had just the most random shit in there. And it came time, and a guy locked his keys in his car, and this kid's just sitting there in art class, and I stand up and I point at him. I was like, "That guy's a lock picking kid in his jacket." And I was like 75% sure he did. And guess what? He
He
did.
did.
Seth Rollins has a lock picking kit in that vest.
Okay, but he has a lot of pouches on that plate carrier. There is no reason.
He
So
probably
you
had
went
some
to
Brass
school-
food.
knuckles.
He might have had food in there.
So you went to
Man,
school
some
with
facts.
Inspector Gadget, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
He had
Yeah, Seth Rollins had snacks in his pouches.
he had hair
Yeah, he
grease.
had fruit snacks in one. And I reckon that he also had like the button for his recreational nuke in there as well.
Roman's conditioner. Dean
Alright,
had a
so-
pair of pliers.
All right, so the next
Dean had an Axe body spray.
the next round is our number 4 seed, Roddy Piper versus Sheamus.
Roddy
I'll be
Piper.
real with you. Fucking, it's Sheamus. You want to talk
I'll
about
be real with you, it's
clotheslines?
fucking famous.
You want to talk about clotheslines, man? Sheamus has that fucking clothesline. Sheamus
I
does
made my
damage.
I got
Roddy Piper was cracking coconuts on people. Like, come on.
All right, but
gotta
those were
talk
work
about-
coconuts. If Sheamus is cracking coconuts, they're shoot coconuts.
I mean,
The thing
yeah,
with
but he's still
Sheamus
cracking
is
coconuts
that
on people.
he's so insanely decorated that he just on that alone deserves to go to the first round. I'm not even a big Sheamus guy, but he's so insanely.
Here's the thing
decorated,
about
like,
Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper could talk, just like a lot of the people in that era. It was just coke and talking.
you're right.
Sheamus can actually. I mean, Sheamus can do both. Sheamus can fight. Sheamus can talk. Sheamus is a big motherfucker.
I feel like Roddy Piper was in the wrong era. Like if he were in the 90s and he would have done more brawling and more of the hardcore style.
I mean, he was in the 90s.
Yeah,
he was in
WCW.
WCW. He went from
See,
WWE to WCW.
Sheamus also had the greatest feud of all time,
Randy Orton.
where Dolph Ziggler's left ass cheek got more pops than anybody's favorite wrestler. And that is my vote for Sheamus.
But that
right
was all
there.
for John.
I
That was
went
all
for-
from John.
I went from absolutely hating Sheamus to absolutely loving Sheamus. Like
Me
he
too.
won. He legitimately won me over.
I wouldn't
always
say I
liked
love
Sheamus.
Sheamus.
I've always liked Sheamus.
Honestly,
I feel like-
Sheamus is one of my favorites.
Hot take here. I feel like this is kind of a sleeper. Like this is a snoozer.
I could say that.
You
Just
said
because
snoozer?
I feel like once they get I feel like once they like the promos would be cool, but once they got in the ring, it wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
I
because
don't-
Sheamus would demolish Roddy Piper.
It's not believable.
It would be a bro kick and it's over.
I want to put Sheamus through.
That fucking bro kick is vicious.
It
It
is.
is.
And
Especially
Dolph
when it's
Ziggler
sold.
can sell the fuck out of a bro kick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's not. I mean, that's not fair to compare finishers because his finisher was a sleeper hold.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, whose fault is that?
Guess what?
I'm just saying.
It
I'm
was
just
a
saying.
different. It was a different
It
era.
was a different era.
That's
Sleeper
what I'm
hold
saying.
was okay.
I'm
But
saying that's
regardless,
different, but I'm saying
Also
as
got
a
a better sleeper
brawler,
hold.
I'm doing just brawler, just move sets in general. I'm going Roddy Piper.
So you think a kick to the head is less effective than a chokehold from a guy that's smaller
I'm
than
not
everybody?
You know how many fights
I don't
I've seen
think
with somebody
Piper
put a
was that
sleeper
much
hold?
smaller.
Roddy Piper
Compared
was
to Hulk
That's
Hogan.
true. I've never seen someone bro kicked in the fight.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of people
But
get
I
put
want
a sleeper
to.
hold.
But if they could,
But I
So-
want to.
So what's the vote count here?
Sheamus.
I'm on Roddy
Sheamus.
Piper. They said Sheamus.
All right,
So,
so it
Sheamus
is.
keeps
So
going.
Sheamus is moving on. Number 5 seed and number 12 seed, Randy Orton, Harley Race.
Randy.
Randy.
All right,
I'm gonna
Do
say
you-
Randy too, but this would be a banger of a match. I feel like.
would it? I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
Who watches Harley Race? Come on.
we
But
talked
think about it.
orcs.
Like Randy's a technical guy at heart, and him wrestling Harley Race would be a technical masterpiece of a match.
You got
It
to
wouldn't
remember
be
that.
a brawl. It wouldn't be a brawl.
No, you got to
But it
remember
could
that.
boil down to it.
Right. You got to also remember that Harley. A lot of Triple H's moveset is from Harley, so like if it wouldn't be like exactly the same, but they're close.
Triple
Like,
H's moveset is trash.
Get out of
Oh,
here.
Get outta here.
I just want to say that.
Kenny's muted.
Kenny's muted. Get him out of here.
Instead of,
I just
instead of
want to say that
backstage.
he has a trash moveset.
I'm sorry he doesn't do 164 different flips.
Yeah, he should try doing the indie taker sometime.
He doesn't need it. But yeah,
No, yeah, that's right. He doesn't need to do 182 flips like the young fucks.
but he can add a he can add a move or two to it, not the same 4 moves he's been doing.
If you look at 90% of wrestlers, the top guys, they all do that.
and that's
So-
why I hate it.
Not the Young Bucks.
Hey, Stone Cold
That's-
does it.
well.
Stone Cold was a punch, a kick, stunner.
Oh no, I
and
agree. No,
And then
I-
And then the Meltzer driver.
No,
No.
trust me. I talked to Travis about this years ago, and I told him these top wrestlers, they were limited to like 10 moves, and they stuck to those 10 moves at all times.
It works. Why?
And,
why do I need to almost kill
why-
myself every night?
John Cena is the greatest of all time. All right, so
So those
number
He's in
Number-
that. He's in that.
Right.
10.
number 2 seed I just put Taker. The Undertaker. Because I shorthanded this the other day apparently. And Bruiser Brody.
Undertaker.
Undertaker.
The
Undertaker.
Undertaker.
That's easy.
Come on, man.
I think a
I'll
lot
be
of it
real
is
with
that
you.
most people haven't seen a Brody.
He should have
match.
been the big man one. I'm still mad that he wasn't in there. He should have been the powerhouse.
He would have
His
won.
style-
He would have
Styles
lost to
different.
Brock.
Yeah,
He
Oh,
would
fuck
have
off.
probably.
He would've lost to
probably
John
would've
Cena.
lost to
There's a
Brock.
rule. There's a rule. We said
Honestly-
we're not mentioning him this week. Get out. You're muted. You're muted.
All right, so number 7, Dusty Rhodes, and number 10, Bray Wyatt.
That would be some crazy
That's
ass
a
That'd be some dope promos.
promo shit.
If you're
Yeah.
not choosing Bray Wyatt here, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
I-
It would be
I
But
great.
is it
promos,
Bray
but
Wyatt or is
Wyatt.
it Bray Wyatt the Fiend?
All
It's
of
Bray
it.
Wyatt.
It's
All-
everything
all
Bray
the
Wyatt
way.
does.
it's
Anything
either
Brady
one.
does.
It's
For
either
the one time in my life I picked the older wrestler, I'm going Dusty.
It's
That's
Husky.
Bray-
It's Husky Harris.
Bray Wyatt in ring is not very good. Let's
It's
just
I
put that out there.
disagree. I disagree. I
What?
think Bray Wyatt is great in the ring.
He's a great
He's
character.
great
He
in the ring.
sucks in the ring.
Bray Wyatt is great in the ring.
But Bray, I love Bray, but Bray has the same thing that you just complained about Triple
That's
H
true.
about.
Four moves.
Is he's
That's
4
true.
moves. He's a Uranagi. He's the running splash.
Yep.
He's the mandible
The
claw now, and Sister Abigail.
He's got
And the
a
little
fucking
spider
line,
thing,
too.
and the little upside down spider
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. He
I like
doesn't
that.
even do the spider thing anymore.
He still does every blue moon.
He
still
should
does
do it as the Fiend. That'd be
Dusty
creepy as
Rhodes
fuck
used
as
to
the
get
Fiend.
fucked up. Like when getting beat up meant something in wrestling. Like, oh man. I'm thinking of like war games matches with him.
It's Bray Wyatt. Dusty
I feel
Rhodes.
like Dusty
Dusty
did more with
Rhodes
less.
ass.
Also, you guys keep in mind. Actually, this is also a big man's battle because they're
It
big.
is.
They're both husky boys. They're both big boys.
That's his
I don't
name.
like that. I don't like that, Damone. I don't like that. Those
Like-
are big husky boys right there. I don't-
I
That's
just don't
that's a
think
hoss
I've
right
ever
there.
had a time where I've watched a Bray Wyatt match and thought Bray Wyatt is the better wrestler. Not once.
Right, but you think Dolph Ziggler is a good wrestler, so
He's the best wrestler, and if he went against Bray Wyatt, he'd be the much better wrestler. Suck my
Oh,
ass.
No, he
wow.
would not be.
Wow.
Yes, he
Definitely would
Yes, he
not be.
I will.
Yes,
I
he
will
would.
defend Dolph here. Dolph would be the better wrestler.
Yes,
between the
sir.
two.
I think
Dolph
Bray's
is-
more
Dolph-
entertaining.
And Dolph is a good wrestler.
Bray's way
It's-
more entertaining. I paid
Over-
more
as a-
attention to
I
Bray
would say-
matches.
But you're
I would
saying
say
that
Dolph
because of
matches.
Bray's character.
I would
You're
say
not saying
as a
that because of
total
his
package.
ring
Yeah,
work.
Bray
Yeah.
sucks at
But
wrestling.
in ring, I'm also watching and being more entertained by Bray
His
than I am Dolph
character.
Ziggler. No,
suck
but
my
I'm also
butt.
talking in ring.
I'm saying, yeah, in ring, Bray can tell a story, like how people say, like he can tell
Dusty-
a story in the ring.
Dusty,
Dusty
can tell
never had a
story,
stupid
too.
red light.
I don't think Bray's that great of a storyteller. I just don't.
I didn't like that either. Though.
How
I
are
like
you going
it.
to say he's a bad storyteller? Come on,
I'm not
man.
saying he's
No,
bad,
that's
just
all
get
he is.
outta
That's
here.
all he is what I'm saying.
Bray is a good character and nothing else.
Is it down to me?
Yes.
Shit.
I thought you chose Bray.
No, he hasn't chosen yet.
Oh, I thought he did. My fault.
Think about hard times, Daddy.
You know what? Here's my explanation as to my choice. And I'm picking this because I feel like I'm picking Bray because
Hey,
I feel like Dusty would take that ass whooping
He would.
and he would make Bray look like $1,000,000.
You would.
That's
I'll take it.
yeah.
I think that makes Dusty a better wrestler, though.
Because I don't know if Bray can do it
Is that-
the
is that
way
just the
around.
Ziggler fan
Like
in
if you
you?
Right.
like if you switched it, if you were like, okay, Dusty's gonna beat the shit out of you, Bray. Can you make it work? I don't feel like it would work as well the other way around. For
But
the
who's
un-
No,
for
I think Bray
but
could
that
also
Bray
take an
side.
ass whooping. Are you kidding me?
But that could be
Bray would
because of
do it.
Bray's character.
Bray
though. That's
shouldn't
Bray's
take an ass
character.
whooping, though, yeah.
He's scary,
Bray
and
could
Dusty's
take an
not
ass whooping.
scary.
Okay,
Bray-
when Bray was losing all the time, though, his character lost every bit of its appeal. How are you supposed to believe this motherfucker can teleport and play like mind control, but can't win a fucking wrestling match against Seth Rollins at the beginning of the card? Come on.
That's
Because
creative,
that-
stupid fault.
Yeah, I still
Honestly,
say
like,
Bray.
Like the Bray Wyatt should have just demolished.
Bray can't lose and tell a story. Dusty Rhodes can. But you made your pick, so I have to live with it.
All right. So our number
It's a
3.
banger of a match, though.
It is. That's probably best first round match.
I'm cool. This next match is lit. I'm kind of sarcastic. Triple H, our number 3, and versus Terry Funk.
Hey,
Or number 14
I'm
seed.
obviously gonna say for Triple H, but I'm gonna need you to put some respect on my boy
I
Terry
put
Funk's
respect on
name.
Terry Funk, but I'm trying to think of
Terry
a Terry Funk and Triple H match that I would enjoy.
Hey, Damone, I'm going to put some respect on Terry Funk's name by voting for him.
Like
Honestly-
death match type Terry Funk.
Honestly, I'm also going for Terry Funk.
I hate you all.
I love
This-
Triple
that
H.
is
I
the
do.
worst.
As a brawler,
Triple
Terry
H
Funk is
is
better.
The worst.
First round.
Terry
See,
Funk
this
do
is.
some
You know what,
crazy
Damone?
shit.
We should have just had us 3 because
Yeah.
then Triple H would have won it all again.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure Triple H is the champion of
He's
champions.
already. He is a champion.
It's
of
okay.
champions.
He's the champion
Okay.
of champions.
But
All right.
Can Triple
Terry
H do a
Funk's
moonsault
still
off a
wrestling.
ladder?
Triple H has a walker when he comes out.
Terry
Get out of
Funk.
here. Terry Funk. No.
Terry Funk
He
retired.
retired.
No, he
he
didn't.
retired. We
Yes,
looked
he
it
did.
up.
He retired
it
like
up.
2
He's
years.
retired like
he-
10 times.
He retired
Yeah.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah, he
Like-
retired.
He's been wrestling since like the
There's-
80s.
No way
coming
he's
back.
getting back in the
No,
ring.
it's,
Coming back.
it's closer to like the 70s.
If-
He's been wrestling.
Yeah,
so.
at least.
If
Okay.
Triple H,
Come
if
on,
Triple
come on.
H wanted to get in the
Come
ring
on.
again, he could, and he would
But
put
he
on a
didn't.
fucking 5-star match.
I need
No,
a question
okay.
answered. I need a question answered. Can Triple H do a moonsault off a ladder
If
20
he
years
wanted
into
to,
his
he
career?
could, but he doesn't
No,
have
he
to.
fucking could
because
not.
He probably
Triple
could,
H.
yeah.
He probably
I
could.
100% believe he could.
He can't because it's not in
Triple
his
H could do anything.
He has 5 moves in his move set. He's not
He has
doing
Triple
it.
not,
H
he has
cannot
not
do a
unlocked
backflip.
top rope actions like in
Triple H cannot do a moonsault.
Hey,
he can't
did
do
Terry Funk ever wrestle with a torn quad? I think
Probably.
Probably.
no,
He
probably
probably-
on Dynamite.
it. He's wrestled
All
with
right.
torn everything else.
So, the upset of the century. We're gonna go from that. We're gonna go to our number 6 seed McFoley versus Ambrose / Moxley, who is
Ooh,
our number
that's good.
11 seed. Number 11
This
seed.
is a good one. This is a
And
good
if
one.
you're gonna fight for
all right.
Terry Funk and you're not
I'm
gonna
going
pick
Foley.
McFoley, then you're muted.
Yeah,
I'm going Foley.
it's definitely got to be Foley. Like,
I gotta go.
let's be
Match
honest.
dream
Wait,
matches, though.
wait,
It's
wait,
good,
wait,
but
But Ambrose is a better brawler than Triple H. I'm sorry. If we're
Hot
gonna be real
take.
here.
Well, Triple
Hot
H is
take.
fucking gone.
Hot take. Ambrose is not good. He never was.
Oh,
Damone,
you're
back the fuck
tripping.
away from the mic.
Hot take.
Dude,
Hot
Jabo
take.
Jabo just
Hot
went
take.
into his mic.
He became
He's tripping.
Travis.
Moxley.
Ambrose had a great.
We got
like, he's had
prime
2
time
great years in
D-money.
his career.
I'm going Moxley.
I'm going
Yes.
Foley.
Please use his correct name, Moxley.
I'm going
So-
Foley.
So are
I'm
you
going
choosing
Moxley.
Moxley?
I'm
I'm
going
going
CZW
Foley. I'm going
so
Foley,
it's
but
Foley?
you,
Thank
All right.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for someone doing the right thing finally.
All right, round
Hose man.
2.
Moxley was the worst member of the Shield.
He was by far.
I agree with you. I agree with you on
It's
that.
not
I do
even,
agree.
it's not,
I will
it's not
say-
even close.
but he was the
After
longest
the Shield
agree with
reigning
you on
US
that.
champion.
After the Shield broke up, he was better than Roman Reigns.
You say he was the greatest U.S. champion?
I said he was the longest reigning US
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
because he
about
wasn't
to say, he
defending
wasn't.
it.
Still
If
counts.
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah.
All right. So our second round starting with our number 1 seed, Stone Cold Steve Austin, our number 9 seed, JBL.
That
This is a
would be
good
a,
one to me.
that would be a good match.
That would be
Even though
a
I'm
great
pretty
match.
Even though I'm pretty sure we had this match, but not him as JBL.
Yeah, it was Bradshaw.
Bradshaw.
Bull rope match.
Oh, that Texas Bull Rope match. That would be good.
I honestly hate those matches. Those are so
But with
boring.
them, though, it works. Though,
Those were trash matches. I do agree. Those
I-
were trash matches.
The
It's
only- the
it's
one I
punching
like-
and close lining.
I
And
like the no.
whipping with
Did
the
you
rope.
see the one with Eddie and him? They
Yeah.
did way more than that. They were doing
Yeah.
suplexes. Eddie did a frog splash.
Well, that's because it's Eddie. Eddie's one to go.
All right, but that's not gonna happen in this match.
This
That's
would
true.
be
Let's be
just
real, that
punches
wouldn't happen in
and
this match.
well, all
This
these
is gonna
people
be-
theoretically, none of these people are doing like top rope moves except for I guess Terry Funk.
The goat.
That's why he goes on.
Okay, I'm gonna do the hot take vote and vote JBL here.
I'm going JBL.
Are you
Man,
fucking
Are you
kidding me?
serious?
I think this is the
No
earliest
way.
first
No.
seed went out of here. Well,
No.
make your counter. Maybe you can switch one of them.
Are you kidding? Okay.
You got
Are you
keyboard
gonna
jump.
try?
Now you feel my anger when they took out Triple H.
Now you felt my anger when Dolph
Stone
lost to
Cold
Bret Hart.
Is a brawler. He's the quintessential brawler. I mean,
Bradshaw is.
No, he's not.
What about the
Bradshaw
APA,
only had good
APA
matches
barroom
because of who he had with him. Stone Cold made his matches. He made Kane. He didn't make Taker, but he made good matches with Taker. He made Brett a brawler. He brawled with Shawn Michaels, Mankind. He was a brawler in the time that brawling was the thing.
Okay,
Sounds like
let
a
me
lot of
counter
excuses
argument.
to me because JBL's going to the next round.
I'm gonna make a
Put him
counter
on
argument
there.
to that and say that Stone Cold was a better character, but JBL with both the barroom brawling Bradshaw and then JBL was the quintessential brawler with the mix of hardcore.
There
All
you
right,
go,
did
Johnny.
Stone Cold get a gun pulled on him?
Stone Cold
Yes.
had a gun pulled on him because he
Yes,
broke into
by-
Brian Pillman's
by
house.
Brian Pillman.
Pillman 9/11.
What
Okay,
does that have to do with his
that's-
That was a
brawler?
9mm.
That's a story. That's a story that wasn't
His
real wrestling.
brawling was so terrifying that a man another professional athlete had to resort to using a weapon,
What does that
Not
have to
just
do
the
with
weapon,
his
Okay.
brawler?
deadly
But-
weapon.
a gun.
The APA barroom brawls were like
That
Bradshaw and
literally has
Farouk versus
nothing to
like
do with
20
brawling.
guys at once.
20 jobbers.
They were
Not even
right. They were
jobbers.
20
They were
jobbers.
extras.
That,
Tell that
Alright.
to Funaki, asshole.
Well,
He is
All right.
SmackDown's number one announcer.
Well, I guess
Indeed.
are we locked in on these
Indeed.
answers?
no.
Yep. JBL.
All That's
All
it.
right, so all of
JBL.
our listeners are gone now.
Yeah.
They're like, these
Yeah.
guys don't know shit about wrestling.
Our number 12 seed Sheamus versus our number 5 seed Randy Orton.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
hard. That's a
Tournament doesn't
banger.
count.
Wow. Is Travis here tonight? What is happening?
It's not canon.
Bro, I had to watch Dolph Ziggler lose to Bret Hart through less of a bitch fit than you. I had to watch
You
Alright.
definitely, you
But Dolph
definitely did
Ziggler-
not.
You did.
I
Dolph
had to
Ziggler-
watch Kane lose to Brock Lesnar and
Dolph
through less of a
Ziggler-
bitch
As he
fit.
should.
No, he
First
should
of all,
not. Fuck
we
you.
put look, we gave Dolph a chance after he was already not in the fucking tournament.
Dolph wasn't even in the
And he
should
still
have won
lost.
more than Stone Cold should have won this. He
No.
was robbed in a greater
Get
capacity.
out of here.
Stone Cold would stomp a mud hole in JBL, then take his
Nope.
monster truck out, run over his little bitch limousine, then pull out his ATV, ride down back to the ring, stun him, get the biggest pop of the year, and walk out drinking a beer.
JBL
No, he was
would
gonna
drink
pin him, and
more
JBL had that
beers
foot on the
and
rope.
then kick 20
He had
Stone
his
Cold's
foot on the
asses in a bar brawl with Farouk.
All right, hey, Farouk's not in this. He's gonna kick everyone's ass. I'm terrified of that man.
Actually, Farouk
So
should have
what?
been in
What?
this.
So Farouk can be what?
But, all right.
Damn.
So Sheamus and Randy Orton.
This is hard. This is a banger.
Sheamus
This
versus
is a
Randy.
banger. Mm-hmm.
No, it's
I'm
literally
going with-
not a banger. This is the match that everyone cheered. Boring.
Okay, well,
Well,
at
I mean,
the
in
time,
terms
but
of
I
a
think if we
decision,
went
not in
back
terms
to
of a
watch
good
it,
match. I meant in terms of a decision, it's hard.
I'm going
Ag-
Sheamus. I'm going
Against
Sheamus.
each other, it's not entertaining.
Randy
I'll go-
Orton out of nowhere.
I'm going Sheamus.
I'm gonna go Randy.
Ah,
He's taking
fuck
it to
you,
a
God.
further extreme.
Yeah, Randy's the better pure athlete.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. It was pretty close. It was like I had Sheamus edging it, so it's close.
I just feel
So
like
I'm not mad.
Randy would take it further than Sheamus would. That's why I picked
Randy's gonna
that.
punt the shit out of his head. You thought Sheamus kicks hard. Randy's gonna kick him in the fucking.
Now,
Also-
now this next one right here, this is the banger.
Also,
I think these next two next two seeds are fantastic.
going back to Randy, think about how good Randy has been.
We
In
moved on.
95% of his career, he hasn't been trying.
That's true. That's kind of facts.
95%
All right.
uninterested.
Our number 2 seed, Undertaker. Our number 10 seed, Bray Wyatt.
Undertaker, easy.
Taker.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. Yeah, I'll go
I don't
Undertaker.
actually think that's hard if you think of in ring.
Their characters are great.
Their characters are great, but like I think
Bray Wyatt's not a good wrestler. Huh?
Undertaker
He's not.
has legit matches that are considered the best of all time.
It's because
And
he's
I
doing
can't-
top atomicos and stuff like that. Like he's cold with it.
And I
Yeah.
can't think of a Bray match like where I'm like outside of the Firefly that was at WrestleMania. I'm
Yeah.
drawing a blank.
Firefly.
That wasn't really a match though. That was a movie.
Yeah, besides that, and that's not even in ring.
The only
If you
other
take
Bray
that-
Wyatt match that is that good was the Wyatts versus the Shield.
Yeah, and that's because it was
And that's
with the
mostly
Shield.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't Eric Rowan.
Facts.
Where did they go? They went to. Did they go?
Harper's in AEW.
Eric Rowan went home.
He went to go be with the spider in the fucking suitcase.
He
All
went
right.
back to the forest.
Terry Funk, our number 14 seed, versus number 6 seed, Mick Foley.
This is
Teacher-
fantastic.
Man.
This
Can
is a great
can we-
hardcore match.
Can we say both of them would murder each other?
They
Just
Yeah, so
have.
one has
They
to
have, yeah.
If, you, if,
tie to the
if they
final.
both die and get eliminated, I have no choice but to put Dolph Ziggler in.
I'm going
Against
to.
Taker?
I'm going Terry Funk.
Yeah, so he loses right away.
I'm going Foley.
I'm gonna
Go
go Foley too.
Foley.
God, but how amazing would that be to see Cactus?
I'm not mad at it. That's a great match.
They
I'm not even
definitely,
mad at it.
they definitely had those matches against each other. 'Cause
Yeah,
remember
They had him
when
in WWF.
Yeah, yeah,
Mick Foley death matches after this.
Because Terry Funk was Chainsaw Charlie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not even just that. If you go back to Japan
Yeah, true.
and see some of the shit they did to each other is pretty. Like, how do you be friends after that?
How can I go back to Japan? I've never been to Japan.
Facts.
Shut up, Mike.
That's all you provided for the tournament.
All right. I'm gonna go backwards with this one. Our number 2 seed, Undertaker.
You've never been forward.
You know what? Shut up, primetime Travis T. You are pulling a Travis night tonight.
I healed
I
turn.
don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The Undertaker versus Mick Foley.
Ooh.
Well, we saw that ended. Taker.
Yeah, I'm going Undertaker.
I feel like we know who's gonna win this. Who would you have picked, Keith? Not like it matters.
Yeah, it would have been Taker. I mean, man, he's gonna get thrown off the cell again.
True.
He killed
JBL, our number 9 seed, versus Randy Orton, our number 5 seed.
Randy
JBL.
Orton.
JBL.
Why?
JBL is trash.
There are people
JBL is
yelling
yelling at his role.
people are yelling at their phones right now.
I'm down for it. Now that Triple H is out, I'm ruined hardcore for JBL. No lie. I fuck with JBL. Like I said, I love a fucking clothesline from hell.
If you guys,
Literally, he got a fucking clothesline over as a finisher.
it's a
Oh,
hell of a
man.
clothesline. I will give you that.
I love this. I love this.
He was so good at his role. Like, he's a horrible human being, and I hate the man, John Layfield. But, God, he's a great performer.
Over Randy Orton? Really?
Yeah,
Over Randy
at
Orton.
brawling, yeah. At brawling. Not
Arguably
at technical, but at brawling,
The
yeah.
top 5
I agree.
wrestler of all time.
Okay.
All right. You go ahead.
I forgot where I was even going with that.
So
These are two
JBL,
husky boys right
our
here.
number 9 seed,
Oh my god.
versus our number 2 seed,
All
The
right,
Undertaker.
I have to say, if this happens, I'm gonna flip all this. All this. You're gonna see just a blank screen. So I'm
I've
flipping
never
it.
seen Keith get so mad.
I love it.
This is
And you
he
know what?
deserves.
Undertaker.
JBL.
Shit, man. You can meme this tournament or you can make it legitimate.
Yeah, that's a hard position to put me of all people in.
I know.
So I'm gonna have to have this dialogue with myself or somebody else. I'm gonna have to have people sway my votes. I'm gonna make this interesting. Work for my vote. Damn it.
Undertaker literally buried people alive, and got buried alive. He would put people in caskets. He broke
JBL
back.
JBL through Mexicans.
He did do that.
JBL was his character is like way more racist than Taker.
The Undertaker
So-
was JBL's master for a while.
It's true.
Okay, I have one.
JBL
thing.
literally bowed to the Undertaker.
Do you remember when Stevie Richards just cracked the shit out of JBL's head with a steel chair?
That was great.
It's not relevant, but that was great.
That was great.
Hey,
That's what I was going to earlier. It was
Did he
because
sell
John
it great?
Mayfield's such a shitty person. I just think of Stevie Richards just cracking his head with a chair.
Did he sell it great though?
He did. Well, he didn't sell it. He actually got like destroyed because that was like 100% like throwing a potato. But like Stevie Richards wanted to incapacitate him.
I hate to do this, but JBL and Farouk, the Dudley boys. When the Dudley boys came in, they legitimately whipped their ass. Who else
No,
did they?
well, they kind of with the Dudleys.
It was Public
It
Enemy.
was Public Enemy.
But it's Public
They
Enemy
beat
where they
Public
they
Enemy.
beat the living shit out of them.
Yeah, because Public Enemy came in and they were dickheads, and they were like trying to throw the weight they didn't have in the company.
But the Blue
around.
Meanie didn't deserve that.
Okay.
The Blue Meanie didn't deserve that.
But
Okay.
the Undertaker legitimately ran like the other. It was the Click, and then it was
The real
the
Forgot what they're
BSK
called.
or whatever.
Broken
Yeah.
Skull Click.
Yeah.
John, when you
What's
need
up?
somebody beat up, who do you call?
Ooh,
Ghostbusters.
that's hard. You get
I
like
would call
you
the
know,
Undertaker. That's scary. The
zombie
Undertaker- fucking
zombie
scarier.
biker man, or do we get like
You go
the
zombie biker
businessman?
Or do you get the guy wearing a suit with bull horns on the front of his fucking limo?
He would
Okay,
just buy him
but
off.
I'm thinking more Bradshaw when I think this.
You just
bracket,
described
though.
our president.
Instead of
Yeah,
JBL,
that's
you
one
want-
reason not
I
to
think
vote
a
this way.
Bradshaw.
You want a zombie biker or the president?
See, I'm just stuck with so much power memeing this bracket, and it's so hard to resist.
Don't do
A
it.
guy who was legitimately on Fox News or the Undertaker.
Okay, you know what, Keith? You know what? Do you want to see?
Wait.
JBL
He's
lose
hardcore
so
champion.
bad?
He's hardcore champion. He's hardcore champion.
You want to see JBL lose so bad? Put Dolph Ziggler in the Undertaker's place right now.
No,
Then I will.
Then
No.
it's gonna
Then
be
JBL can
No.
lose.
no.
Well, that was your chance, Undertaker.
Hey,
Yes!
so the Undertaker will
If Dolph
join.
Ziggler had been put there and won this bracket, I would have
Thank you,
memed it 100%.
Man.
All right, so far we have the Undertaker won. We had
Cena.
Cena won.
Cena.
Who won first week? Who was the
It
technical?
was
Oh,
Kurt
Kurt
Angle.
Angle.
Kurt Angle.
So far, these finals are looking lit.
Yep.
The
We
way
take
we're
a
gonna-
windy road to get there.
I'm gonna
but-
explain.
I
I'm
just
gonna-
realized I did my threat wrong. I should have picked JBL if I was following through. But I already
Yeah,
made
I
my
was like,
choice.
okay.
The way we're gonna do the finals, is, and I'll explain this now on air. I'm gonna explain it again next week too, but we're gonna have the last four. We're gonna do a normal tournament, one against one, and then the finals. We're gonna have
I
basically
was
a,
hoping you do that. I
a
was
one
hoping you
a
did that.
what if. We're gonna put together a quick what if of 4 weeks and a pay per view leading up for that rivalry and obviously the finish. So that's gonna be fun. That'll be the last episode of it.
I was hoping you'd do that.
So that'll be great. And so I don't know. I didn't bring it up. Do you have a wrestler you want to do for guest wrestler?
Yes, wrestler. Yep, I already have one in my head.
All right,
I can
well-
search him really quick.
Go ahead and search them really quick.
Oh my god.
If you want to hit the plugs really quick.
You can find. Go ahead and yeah.
No, you go first. You go first.
I was gonna say
I'm still coming down. Okay, I'm coming down from being up here. JBL beating Stone Cold, or Stone Cold losing in the first round, and JBL going on.
Now
second
you know
round.
the
but,
power I
The
hold.
second round of JBL. I
And
can't.
you
you
will respect
motherfuckers
me.
had Terry Funk beat Triple H.
Now
I don't
you
want
know
to hear it.
respect my
I couldn't
vote.
have. I didn't have time to vote anyway. I would have probably picked.
if it could have become fucking JBL and Triple H in the finals, that would have been hard if Triple H did make it up to Undertaker too, though.
Now
would
you
have
know to
been
respect my vote.
Pretty rough.
John has all
Kenny.
the. Oh shit, he's gone.
Kenny, go ahead and hit me with your plugs.
Oh, Bad Guy Spoken on every social media, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Just look up the Bad Guy Spoken. You should see this beautiful face.
Damn, he's bad.
That's a
I
good.
mean, like a good way. Like,
You got
I
all
can't tell
of
if he
guys
froze.
Did he
The
freeze?
bad guy
I can't tell
spoken.
if he.
That's like a perfect freeze frame.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't tell if it's.
I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it any longer.
You held it for a while. You made us question it for sure.
Yeah, that was good.
Is he there?
Go ahead, Keith. Go ahead and hit us with.
Oh man, you can always follow me at Keith_the Chief on Twitter. On Twitter, book it 15. Follow T13 at T1THREE on Twitter. Also follow Debatable T13. Follow our Facebook page, YouTube, Twitch. I don't know what else. I don't think we have anything else yet.
You can find
Yes.
every single one of the links between the Bad Guys Spoken podcast. You can find all of our social media. You can find our personal social medias. You can find our shop. All that at T13media.com. The letter T, the number 1, 3 spelled out, media.com. If you're watching the Twitch or the YouTube, it's going to be down there. You can see, find all our shows at T13media.com.
Subscribe
John,
to
do you have
my
any plugs?
fans.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I'm John X Creator on all social media. Not that I really care about being followed on social media, but Keith did it, so I'm gonna put that. And stream "Girlfriend" by Charlie Puth. It's a good song.
And follow or go subscribe to John's OnlyFans.
Yeah,
It's
it's just me
pictures of-
farting into the camera.
It's a lot of pudding involved.
I'm not
A
going
lot
to
of
hate your
pudding.
hustle, man.
Good, chocolate, vanilla.
It's John rubbing himself with pudding while watching Dolph Ziggler matches.
So you mean Tuesday nights?
Yeah.
This is what he's gonna do right after this.
Right
Simone.
after.
On Wednesdays,
ahead.
it's Jello.
I watch Survivor Series 2014 every week.
He
Simone,
puts
go
spaghetti
ahead.
on his head and loves it.
Go ahead and say, who's that wrestler? Guess that wrestler.
Okay,
Who's that
so-
wrestler?
So
I'm gonna do Travis and
in-
just guess everyone.
in 2007 and 2010, this man was voted the number 23 best wrestler by PWI.
Chavo Guerrero.
Just
Nope.
incredible.
Nope.
You said what years?
2007 and 2010.
Evan Bourne.
No.
Kofi Kingston.
Sheamus.
Nope.
CM Punk.
Nope. He
I
is
didn't
a
watch
one-
that. So
He is a one-time NWA United States champion.
Is it
He's
AJ
also-
Styles?
Nope. He is,
Okay.
he is a one-time NWA World Heavyweight
Ron
champion.
Killings.
Nope.
R-Truth.
Nope. He's a
You
one.
said his name twice.
He's a one-time X Division champion.
Christopher Daniels.
Wildcat Chris Harris.
Nope.
Oh, I really thought I was going somewhere with that one.
Samoa Joe.
Nope. He had the best, according to the Wrestling Observer, in 2012, he had the best gimmick.
Chris Sabin.
No.
Robert
Dolph
Roode?
Ziggler.
No. He is a member of the Impact Hall of Fame.
Bully Ray.
You're
No.
talking about Hall of Fames that I didn't know existed.
That aren't canon.
right.
Is it
Sting?
Kurt Angle?
No.
Sting.
No. He had match of the year in 2005 versus Sabu.
Rey Mysterio
Versus Sabu.
TNA versus Sabu.
Rob
RVD?
Van Dam.
Nope.
No, he
I
wasn't
was
in their
thinking that too.
NWA era. Who wrestled Sabu really well in 2005? Damn.
Is it Jerry Lynn?
Literally, I didn't.
Nope.
Amazing Red.
Nope.
I only think of like Rey Mysterio for that.
I can tell you what's probably throwing you off is the X Division one.
Yep.
That is throwing me off. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All the
You wanna
NWA
know?
ones are too,
More
because I
hints.
know it's an early TNA guy.
Is it Alex Shelley?
Nope.
Is it Violet J or Shaggy Two Dope of the Insane Clown Posse?
No. Even though it technically could have been, but it was not. It is
Jeff
the.
Jarrett.
Nope.
Wait. Any more clues? Any more clues?
Yeah. Any more
Sure. He's an NWA and a TNA World Tag Team Champion. I can tell you that pay-per-view was the match against Sabu was at Barbed Wire Massacre.
Was it James
clues?
Storm?
Abyss?
It is the monster Abyss.
Bro,
I-
I was gonna say Abyss, but I thought you did that one already, so I didn't say it. I was
That was
gonna
a
say
good
it
one.
like within the first when you said Impact, I was gonna say Abyss, but I was like I feel like we've already done Abyss, so there's no way it is.
I forget that Abyss was X Division champion.
I was about to say
Me
I forgot
too.
about that.
Yep, he's
I'm
the
mad that I didn't
X-Division
say Abyss
champion.
earlier.
And you want to know what the funny thing is? His best gimmick wasn't for being Abyss.
Joseph Park.
It was for Joseph Parks Esquire.
I didn't see that gimmick actually.
That's because of Ethan Page, though.
But I do love Abyss.
You know what?
Full Metal Mayhem. All those matches were so good. What was that?
I'd
what
love to
was
see
it?
Abyss versus the Fiend. But the thing is
Man.
you have to bring Abyss back for like several months of building because WWE casual fans aren't gonna know who the fuck Abyss is.
Right.
And Abyss is too old at this point.
He's in WWE. He's one of
He's
the
part of the
producers.
backstage. Yeah. So I mean, they could.
The
He's
issue,
just
like,
too
like
old,
you,
man.
the
But
issue, like
it
you
doesn't
said,
make
is
sense.
yeah, it doesn't make sense. And the issue is, like you said, he's too old, and you'd have to build him up.
He would take months of squashing, jobbers like certain straggly blonde hair.
Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Dolph would win.
A Dolph would probably sell the Black Hole Slam.
That
Dude, I
would be
was
so
just thinking.
good.
He would sell these shit.
Okay,
out.
so quick question. What's the point of him getting beat up and him just keep calling him back? Like, oh, please, I want more. And what was the point of that? I don't understand
That is who he is as a person. He never gives up, and he's the
He's a
true good guy.
glutton for
He's not
pain.
the heel. He is the good guy. He is our hero who never gives up. He is what they marketed John Cena as, and it's a travesty that he's not being treated the respect he deserves by the WWE universe.
So
It
he has a
should have
violent
been
fetish.
him. Yes.
That's what it sounds like to me. He has a violence fetish. Okay, I just want to know because
Well,
I
I mean,
remember.
he's in the business of violence and kayfabe. So if you're going to be in that business, who wouldn't?
So you're saying he's in the hurt business?
You know, I don't think he quite qualifies for that. I don't think he has the LinkedIn page that fits. But I don't
He could be the
know.
Owen to the. By the way, I need to say this. Can we stop asking for like old ass factions? Can we stop asking for the Nation of Domination? Can we stop asking for the Four Horsemen? Like everyone's always
Four
like, "Oh,
Horsemen, yes,
need,
that one's
they
so
need,
washed."
they need to do something new." And then we want the Four Horsemen and the Nation of Domination and every
You're right.
old ass tag team that like
People just
or
miss
faction.
factions in general, though.
like we just want to recycle the same ones we already had. Like we
Because
don't need a
factions
new
are so
NWO.
Yeah, factions are so good
I'll
when they're
take
done
the
right.
NWO. They could do the NWO 1,000 times. I'm still gonna like them.
Like
Period.
another DX wouldn't hurt anybody, but you don't have to call it DX or make it like
would-
DX.
I didn't like DX when they came back. I didn't like it.
I loved.
They
Second
came
Wave
back with
DX.
just Triple H.
With Triple H and Shawn Michaels, it was really corny to me. I didn't
I
like it.
love
later.
that.
Yeah.
I loved.
I
That.
tried to. I remember. I watched the one
were corny on
WrestleMania
purpose.
with that.
They were so much fun.
It was just I don't know. Like I mean, back
You
in
could
the
tell
day,
they
it was like
enjoyed it.
it was like rebellious. Like when they did the first time around, then like when they came back, it was just childish. It was just like
Well,
okay,
That's because
It was funny.
when they first started, they were anti-establishment. When they came back, they were the establishment.
There you go.
They
I
were
like
the
that.
midlife crisis anti-establishment though. They were like, we shilled out for you, Vince, but we're 40. We need a motorcycle and some spray.
Triple
They
H was
weren't-
doing that because he
wasn't
wanted to
40.
piss off Stephanie.
HBK did tag team with God, so
That was that. Okay,
well, Vince McMahon beat God, so
I remember when that happened. I was like, okay, I might not make it into heaven because I'm still watching this match. It was awful. And
This
then
was the beginning of
what made
Kenny
it worse
becoming the
was
bad guy.
spotlight. Was the spotlight just going? Like, I was just like, come on. I was like, this is so bad. And he was really like, go on, tag him. I'm just like, oh, this is too much right now. And my dad hates wrestling. So it was just like, he was just like, see, I told you. And he just the whole time just talking mess. I'm like, Dad, I know.
I used
He
to
always comes-
cry
Yeah, I don't
when
know.
Jeff
I
Hardy
seen that
lost
too.
as a kid. I cried when Shannon Moore lost, which was every week. I cried.
You know
I
what?
cried when Matt Hardy lost.
Did you cry when Shannon Moore had took the greatest F5 of all time?
Yeah, I hadn't become like a Shannon Moore stan yet then, though. Like
That was
It
the
makes
best.
sense.
when he went to TNA and did the
It
punk
makes
gimmick
sense.
is when I became a Shannon Moore stan.
when it was ink. When it was ink.
No, the first run when he first became a Prince of Punk. Like he was in TNA for like 6 months the first time, and he stole the X Division title from AJ, and like had a little feud with him and Christopher Daniels, and then he went back to WWE as the Reject. Got jobbed out to CM Punk, never won anything again until him and Jimmy Wang Yang almost became tag champions and should have become tag team champions because that was the dumbest idea to ever get over. And
Hey, shout out to Jimmy Wang Yang for just disappearing into nothing.
he does a party bus now, still as Jimmy Wang Yang.
That's tight.
In the beginning of TNA, he was one of the Flying Elvises.
No, Jimmy Wang Yang will take any gimmick. That guy is great too. He was a great wrestler, and him and Shannon Moore, because they were the Young Dragons in 3 Count. They've been wrestling together for like 8 years at that point, and the chemistry was just insane. And they were putting on bangers with Miz and Morrison. They were only like 7 minutes, unfortunately, but like
That's
they were
because
like
Miz is probably the greatest of all time.
they
I was
built
wondering who
up
John
that
looked like.
feud.
I was wondering who John looks like, and now that you said Shannon Moore, it all makes sense.
Man.
You look like Shannon Moore.
10-year-old me
with a
is
hint
jizzing
of
in his
Kazan.
pants
With a hint
right
of
now.
Kazan.
10-year-old me is like, yes. That's all I wanted as a 10-year-old. Like I remember like when he like wore his mohawk down and it was like that like kind of long bowl cut, and I thought it looked cool, and I got that as a kid and got like made fun of because it's not cool when you don't actually have the undercut and the mohawk and like the black streaks in it. So I just looked like a girl with like fucking a bob or whatever. So that was like 10-year-old me. But I used to just think that Shannon Moore was going to get pushed at some point for some reason, because of whether it been his like one championship match with Brock or him and Jimmy Wang Yang being built up in a feud to look like they were going to win the tag belts. I just thought he was going to win.
So
I knew when he
your
tagged
whole
with Matt
wrestling
Hardy what it
fandom-
was.
Yeah.
Your whole wrestling fandom has been built around guys who are never going to get that push, but you always hope they will.
Yes. Yeah. Wait, but then it happened with Jeff Hardy, and we saw where that went.
Yeah, but that's Jeff
It
Hardy.
happened with Jeff Hardy.
And then Jeff fucked it up.
Only
Yes.
have one.
So
only
you
have one
understand
wrestler.
why I'm
Only have
depressed,
one wrestler like
Timon.
that. Only have one wrestler like that, and that was Muhammad Hassan. I thought Muhammad Hassan
Oh.
should have been
He
Yeah.
the
lost his push
greatest
for a
world
stupid
champion
reason.
ever.
That
though.
wasn't his fault. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a stupid
he
reason.
should have been. Oh, he should have been the greatest
To be
villain.
fair,
To be fair.
Paul Heyman was going to push Shannon Moore in ECW, and it didn't happen because Paul Heyman left.
The revamped ECW.
Wait, yeah, the revamped ECW, because after Shannon Moore went to TNA for like
You
that
mean
6 months.
WWECW?
Yeah,
I hated that.
He
I
went to
hated
to ECW, but before, like he was like doing dark matches, and Paul Heyman wanted to push him, but he was going to do it as a babyface because he was babyface last time. Shannon Moore was a heel in TNA, so he got booed, and then they're like, I don't know about that anymore, and then they just jobbed him out to CM Punk and then everybody.
Well, CM Punk's the GOAT, so
I mean, yeah, but like Shannon Moore could have stood
he's
to
my
win
second
one
one, my bad.
match.
the GOAT's credit for me. The
And
GOAT's credit.
Shannon Moore made the most out of like 4 minutes. Like him and Sabu had like a squash match that was like super good. It was like these two just put on a banger in like 7 minutes, 4 minutes. Like and he just made the most out of so little time.
But Muhammad
All right.
Hassan is literally one of the saddest things.
He
in
should have been world
wrestling.
champion.
It's so sad.
All right, so we can talk about this off air.
Yep.
We
It's all
finished
been
the
wrestling
tournament.
related. It's all been wrestling
It's wrestling related, but
just
we're
glad
no
JBL
longer
did it.
talking about the episode. All right, so that is book it. See ya.